I have with me Sebastien Borget from Sandbox, the founder and COO of Sandbox. What a pleasure being here in Hong Kong with him at the Bitcoin Asia, and a lot of exciting stuff happening. And now we're here today with Ordinals Asia happening here. So, Sebastien, it's a pleasure meeting you. So tell me, how's your week been? It's quite an exciting week here, and what have you been up to?
Well, my week has been great, but I just arrived in Hong Kong actually 2 days ago. I came in for Bitcoin Asia first yesterday, and today for Ordinals Asia. I'm really here looking forward to learn more about that space around everything around Ordinals and Bitcoin, everything happening on the layer side, the CTM rollup, and of course all these new cultural movements happening on Bitcoin blockchain, moving it from just a store of value into a store of culture as well, such as the NFTs and the broader Ethereum ecosystem. I want to learn a lot, so I'm not speaking here, I'm really just attending and networking with other founders. And many people don't know about Sandbox in the Bitcoin ecosystem.
Yeah, exactly. So I was coming to you here. Sandbox has been at the beginning of the metaverse phase for the last few years, and the Bitcoin ecosystem is still picking up. And there's a lot of exciting things happening, but it's still very new. Of course, you have the bitmaps, and they're talking about creating some sort of metaverse. But how do you see Sandbox merging into this space with the Bitcoin ecosystem?
But I think it's important to find what are latest trends. And here, Ordinals, I've been following it for over a year. I painted my first Ordinal in China actually a year ago. I've been a strong supporter of platforms like Ordinals, Boss, etc. And I believe little bit like NFT connection, like Bored in 2021, the Sandbox can actually connect and become interoperable with Ordinals in the way now that they have the layer 2 ZK rollouts, etc. And we can enable those community to benefit from our user-generated content platform to build their own world, their own games, experiences, and connect the two worlds. I also potentially look at how we can bring a neighborhood of a Sandbox map directly on Bitcoin Ordinal. That would be quite an interesting use case to mint your land on the Bitcoin blockchain specifically, and creating a neighborhood of Bitcoin-based project, bridging two Web3 ecosystem that are very vibrant, as we can see here today, and still somehow quite disconnected. I feel for all the move around Merlin Trade, BitVM, Taproot, Runes, it's about step forward to connect EVM based and Bitcoin based ecosystem. A lot of very smart people building the tech that hopefully will allow to connect the ecosystem and make them more top up.
Exciting. So what would you want to convey to people who are building on the Bitcoin ecosystem, the layer 2s, the projects that are coming up? I mean, what would you want to convey to them, and how would you want them to onboard on the Sandbox ecosystem?
I think that a lot of people in Bitcoin, they are really focused on how do we not only trust, but we verify the information, and how Bitcoin remains the main layer 1 that everyone can trust, not only for your digital asset like cryptocurrency as a stored value again, but now that it moved into smart contract, decentralized application, you can build as well application with everything trustable and secure with following the results.
It's a bit early, I believe.
But we want to show ecosystem can here coexist and grow value with each other, as we're finally finding ways to establish those bridges, and then hopefully inspire the new entrants in the space, because there is a lot of values, there is a lot of attention within the Bitcoin ecosystem. There is a lot of talent that haven't really dived at all into everything EVM based. Then suddenly it opens new opportunity. And
I think the real message here is the space, the Bitcoin ecosystem is still very early, and we're all learning, obviously, and there is a lot to do in terms of how we can make the existing infrastructure on the blockchains coexist with the new things that are coming up. And obviously, Sandbox being at the helm of the cheers with the metaverses that you've been building, I think there's a lot to do I mean, it's a pleasure speaking to you. And,
And if anyone is building an Ordinals or Bitcoin blockchain, don't hesitate to reach out. Let's figure out some solution.
anybody who's building on the Bitcoin blockchain, make sure you get in touch with Sandbox and Sebastien being with us here today. It's a pleasure having you, Sebastien, and look forward to being in touch with you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.